Hi, my name is Bo and I'm a yoga teacher.
My name is Brittany and I'm a social worker.
And I am so happy to have Brittany here with me today. Thank you so much for joining.
You are welcome.
We are here to talk to you today about balance. Specifically, how do you keep yourself balanced? We're going to start with a breathing exercise, and this one's a little different. It's called left-right breath, and you're actually going to use one of your hands to help you breathe. So balance is important for your body and mind, but it's also valuable for your breath, especially when breathing through your nose. Did you know at different times of each day, one side of your nose will be more open than the other? This is interesting. Left-right breath brings both sides of your nose and your sinus passages into balance so you can breathe more evenly. Left-right breath improves brain function by bringing oxygen equally to the left and the right sides. We're going to begin by holding up one hand. Doesn't matter which hand. Pop out your thumb and your pinky finger. Tuck in your other fingers. Holding your hand this way is called a shaka hand. So shake your shaka hand. Shake your shaka. All right, left-right breathing uses one nostril to breathe in and the other to breathe out. You'll start by covering your right nostril, your nose hole, with your thumb. So just press your thumb against one side of your nose and cover it up. On a 3 count, you're going to inhale through your left nose hole. Then you'll cover your left nostril with your pinky finger. So however you want to hold your thumb and finger, take a moment, figure this out, cover one, cover the other. You're going to start with your thumb on your nostril. We're going to do this 3 times on each side, then move to the opposite side. I'm going to count for all of us. I'm going to raise my fingers up for inhales and lower them for exhales. So watch as we show you how to do each side, then we'll practice left-right breath together. Are you ready?
Ready.
So covering your right nostril with your thumb, take a breath in for 1, 2, 3. Cover your other side with your pinky. Exhale. 1, 2, 3. Got it?
Got it.
All right. We're going to do this 3 times together. So thumb to your right nostril. Breathe in. 1, 2, 3. Cover the other side with your pinky. Breathe out. 1, 2, 3. Cover with your thumb. 1, 2, 3. Pinky covers. 1, 2, 3. One more time. Use your thumb for 1, 2, 3. Cover with your pinky. Out. 2, 3. Now take a breath, in through your nose and out through your mouth, and we're going to move to the other side. So this time, we're going to start with your pinky covering. And when you breathe in through your nose, 2, 3, cover with your thumb, out, 2, 3. Pinky in, 2, 3. Thumb out, 2, 3. One more time. In, 2, 3. Out, 2. So you can put your shaka hand down, and we're going to talk a little bit about how to stay balanced in your body and your mind. Balance in your body is being able to move or remain in a position without losing control and tipping over. Your body spends a lot of time being off balance without you noticing because it's always righting itself. Think about walking. When one foot is lifted and swings forward, you're off balance until both feet are on the ground again. When you're seated and you twist to one side or the other side, you're off balance until your body returns forward again. The same can be said for your mind. Too much or too little of anything can make your mind feel unbalanced. Balancing your mind could be playing just enough video games, eating just enough ice cream, even if your tummy tells you it wants more. Yoga can help with your physical balance by paying attention to how you move, hold your body in yoga poses, and with mental balance by using your breath to help you focus and concentrate. So now that you're balanced inside your nose and your brain is getting oxygen equally to each side because of left-right breath, we're going to start with a warm-up, and this is a game. This is called Stop the Rock. So come on up to standing. And we have a friend of ours, Jeremy, off screen, who's been working the camera for us while we do these videos. And this is almost like a Simon Says. You're going to start with your feet a little bit wider maybe than your shoulders and your arms out by your sides, but reaching out. Stop the rock is you rocking side to side. Jeremy's going to tell us when to stop, and when he says stop the rock, you pause. Now you might have both feet on the ground, you might only have one foot on the ground. Pause, try to catch your balance. If you want to put down a toe or reach for a wall or a table, that is absolutely fine. But try to see if you can balance. And when he says go, we go again. Are you ready, Brittany?
Ready.
All right, Jeremy, we're all set.
All right, go.
So just rock.
Stop the rock.
Oh!
Go. Stop the rock. 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 Go. Stop the rock.
It's a hard challenge.
Thank you, Jeremy, for helping us play Stop the Rock. Oh, whew. When you're working on balance and you're not moving as much as we were, it really helps to find a focal point, something where you can look that's not moving. It could be the floor, or maybe somewhere that's around the height of your eyes, a wall, something that isn't moving. Like if I look toward Brittany and she's moving, that's not going to help me stay balanced. So think about that when we're taking through some of these balance poses. Another thing you can do to help you stay balanced is engaging the muscles of your core, strengthening them. Taking deep, slow breaths is another great way to help you stay balanced. And now balance doesn't mean standing on one foot. Balance is also about working both sides evenly. So to begin, we're going to start in the most balanced pose, mountain. Starting with your feet parallel, reaching your hands down by your sides, drawing your shoulder blades away, taking a deep breath. Balance in mountain. Easy place to find this. Both feet are on the ground, your arms are evenly by your sides, your head is facing forward. And now we're going to come into star pose. So step out with either foot. Reach your arms long and be a balanced star. Have a look at your arms. Is one higher than the other? Is one foot turned a little more open than your other foot? If so, take a moment to be balanced in your star. Now we're going to come into spiraling star, pouring your weight over to your right foot. Begin to lift your left leg. Now you might find that your star is twinkling a little bit. If you find yourself a little off balance, find somewhere to set your gaze and take another breath, breathing in slowly, engaging the muscles in your core, then gently step back to star. Coming back into mountain, you can step it or hop it. Engage your center muscles. Now we're going to come into star on the other side. So stepping out into your star pose where you're standing. Taking your spiraling star over to the left side. Beginning to pour your weight over to your left foot. Lift your right leg. Let your star twinkle a little bit, that's okay. If it twinkles a lot, you can always set your foot down and then step it back up. Find somewhere to set your gaze, breathe. Drawing your core muscles in towards your belly button. And then gently set your foot back down, standing star. And hop your feet together, back to mountain. Now we're going to take tree pose. So pouring your weight to your left foot, maybe rock it back and forth. Set a strong foundation. Maybe a soft bend in your knee. Turn your right toes away from your body. Then lift your heel and draw your heel over to your left leg. So your bent knee, this is your lowest branch. You've got some high branches up here that you can bring to your hips or reach them out your side, or lift them anywhere you want to take your upper branches. This is a great place to stay. If you feel like growing your tree, your lowest branch, a little higher, you could choose to lift your foot and balance it somewhere on the inside of your leg. And then maybe choose to grow some other branches. Maybe this is something you could try if it's of interest to you. And staying perfectly still, setting your gaze, is also a great way to be balanced in a pose that is not symmetrical. And when you feel ready, gently release your tree back to the earth, and we'll grow it on the other side. So pouring your weight over to your right foot, set a good foundation. Imagine you are growing roots from your toes down into the ground. Turn your left toes away from you and lift your left heel, then slide it over to meet your right leg. This is a beautiful tree. Your lowest branch is planted and growing nicely. And if you want, you can grow some upper branches, maybe. And if you'd like your lowest branch to grow a little higher, you could lift your foot and press it to the inside of your right leg, maybe. Every tree is different. Every tree is beautiful. You can grow your tree for about one breath longer, setting your gaze on something that's not moving to stay upright. And then using your breath to release and step back down. Come back to mountain. Feel what it's like to be balanced, fully centered, strong in your standing pose. And now we have a fun one, Warrior 3. This is one of my favorites. And you have a couple different options with how you want to use your arms today. So I'm going to turn sideways so you can have a good look at this warrior. Pouring your weight to your right foot. Step back a little bit with your left foot. Now you could start maybe with airplane arms to the side. Take a soft bend in your right knee. When you feel ready, begin to reach your head forward and begin to lift your back leg. Now you can hold on to a table, a chair, or a wall for support here. Now, you can lift your leg as high as you like. Be ready, just in case you start to tip over, you might want to put your hands down to the ground. So maybe you might like to reach your arms a little bit further forward, just in case you're feeling really strong in your balance. But if you're concerned about tipping, your hands would be right there to catch you. Take another breath here with your gaze to the ground on some place not moving. And then come back to standing. Give each leg a little shake, especially the one that was holding you up. Show that leg a little love. Give it a little thanks. Thank you, leg. And now we'll go to the other side. So pouring your weight over to your left foot. Step your right foot a little bit behind you. And choose where to take your arms. Starting with your arms in airplane in a T, that's a great place to be stable. Find somewhere to set your eyes. Somewhere on the floor that isn't moving, that doesn't have a crazy pattern or something distracting. And with a soft bend in your left knee, start to lean forward and lift up your right leg. And you can lift your leg as high as you like or keep it as low as you wish. That's your choice. And if you want to lift a little higher, maybe reach your arms in front of you in case you start to feel a little topply. And breathe where you are, nice, even and slow. For one breath longer. And then slowly lower your back foot to the ground and rise up to standing. And again, show your legs a little love, especially your left leg for holding you up. Ooh. Now we're going to come down to a seat. Sit on down. So balance again isn't just about standing on one leg or another leg. It's not just about being on one foot or one hand. Balance is about doing things evenly on both sides. So we're going to take a pose called half staff. This looks like a big seated tree. So extend your right leg. Just lengthen it out in front of you. Bend your left leg and draw the sole of your foot somewhere inside your right leg. Now your seated tree might look a little different from your standing tree, but this pose is called half staff, but it looks really similar to tree pose. So just plant your left foot somewhere inside your right leg. Now we're going to take a little fold. With your arms by your sides, take an inhale, sweep your arms up over your head. On your exhale, keeping a nice straight spine, begin to fold forward. When you fold it as far as you like, and that doesn't have to be far, or it can be very far. Let your hands come down to the ground. And with each exhale, we'll take 3 breaths here. Every exhale, maybe see if you can let your body get a little heavier and reach a little more toward your leg. For 1 breath longer. On your next inhale, start to walk your hands back to your body, helping you lift upright and straighten out both legs. Give them each a little shake. And then I'll take half staff to the other side. So this time, keeping your left leg extended, bend your right knee out to the side and draw the sole of that foot anywhere you like inside your left leg. It could be down by your ankle, your calf, your knee, high up on your leg, up to you. Let your hands hang down by your sides. Follow an inhale, reach your arms above your head. On your exhale, gently start to fold forward. Then plant your hands to the ground and walk them away a little bit or a lot. We'll stay here for 3 breaths. With each exhale, you might notice your body gets a little closer to your leg. Every inhale is going to fill your lungs and lift you up a little bit. Let the next exhale lower you down. 1 breath more. And follow your next inhale to place your hands on the ground. Start to walk them to your body, lifting upright. Straighten out both legs. Give yourself a little shake. Now we're going to come into Peacock Pose. Peacock Pose is a nice wide-legged fold. So reach your feet away as far or as little as you like. Arms by your side, sweep them up overhead. As you exhale, begin to lean forward. Same idea, plant your hands to the ground. Maybe walk your hands away a little bit or a lot. And stay for 3 long breaths. Each exhale may be lowering you down a little bit more. For 1 breath longer. And follow your inhale to walk your hands back to your body. Place your hands behind your hips and pull yourself backwards so your legs come together. So half staff was about 1 bent knee, 1 knee straight. And then we did the other bent knee, 1 knee straight. This one, peacock, is about both legs straight. Now we're going to come over into a table pose. So coming onto your knees and shins and hands, we're going to do a little balancing table. So with your wrist, elbow, and shoulder stacked on top of each other, fingers spread wide. You can have your feet flat to the ground, or if you like, you can curl your toes. That offers a little better balance. Take an inhale and let your right arm float off the ground a little bit. Just reach it right out in front of you. And then set it back down. Now follow an inhale, reach your left arm in front of you. And set it back down. Now inhale, extend your right leg and then maybe lift it a little bit or a lot. And set your toes back down, bring your knee back to meet your left side. Straighten out your left leg, toes to the ground. When you're ready, lift up a lot or a little. Then return it to the ground, set your toes down, come back to your knee. Now, let's do a little extra. Lift your right arm. Now, maybe, if you'd like to give it a try, extend your right leg. Maybe you stay here. Maybe you'd like to try lifting your leg as well. So you have your right arm and left leg lifted. And then set them both back down. Now try extending your left arm. And your right leg. Come to your toes. And then maybe lift your right leg up. So opposite arm, opposite leg. Engaging your core muscles to keep you balanced. Setting your gaze somewhere that's not moving. And on an exhale, place your hand in your knee back down on the ground. Come into rock pose. Press your hips towards your heels. Stretch your arms away long. And take a rest for a good long breath. Now follow your next inhale to rise back into table and come into a seat. Walking your knees forward until you can cross your ankles. And sit right back. We're going to come into boat pose. So there are a couple options here with boat. You get to choose your own boat. You can have a canoe or a kayak, or you can float yourself along in a yacht, whatever you like. We're starting by kind of wiggling around on your seat. Then reach your hands a couple inches behind your hips. You can have your fingers facing forward, to the side, to the back, wherever it feels good to place your hands or fingertips down on the ground. Now take an inhale and straighten up your spine, lifting up your chest. Okay. We're going to keep a nice long spine for this pose. That helps you keep balanced. And maybe lean back a little bit. You can bend your elbows if you like. But place a little weight backward and maybe feel the sensation of the muscles in the front of your body, right here in your core, beginning to engage. And then maybe lift up one leg. Doesn't matter which leg. Choose a leg. Give it a lift. And then set it back down. And try the other leg. See how that feels. And set it back down. Now maybe lift one arm. And set your hand down and try the other arm. And set it down. Now, choose. Lift a leg. And then maybe try lifting the opposite arm, just like we did in table. Maybe this is something you could try. And set them both down. Lift your other leg. And then maybe try your opposite arm. And then set it back down. And then maybe lift both legs. Maybe. Maybe try one arm. Maybe try both arms. And then set everything back down. That was awesome.
A lot of work.
And now come to lying on your back. Just stretch yourself out. Bring your mountain pose to the floor. Stretch your legs long. Reach your arms by your sides. Feel your whole body balanced and stable on the ground below you. As you rest, bring your attention to your breath. See if you can make your inhales and exhales the same length, bringing your breath into balance. Brittany and myself, thank you so very, very much for joining in today's practice. Thank you for practicing yoga for balance.